I want to talk really quick about shipping to the EU. I'm leaning more towards this sketch. I'm struggling with what to put on mushroom con. Hello and welcome back to another studio vlog. It is Tuesday, September 26th. I just finished packing an order. Overall, the shop update did a lot better than I thought I would, so I really appreciate it. September has been the best month for my Etsy shop this year. I want to talk really quick about shipping to the EU. This is just information that I've read and seen, so please feel free to correct me if any part of it is wrong, because I'm pretty sure I didn't know all the information. In 2021, there were laws passed where businesses had to start registering for the country they're shipping to. So if I wanted to ship to Germany or France, I would have to register my small business with a company in their country that will recycle my packaging. When it comes to registering, some countries are more expensive to register for, and others you don't have to register for it unless you're sending like a lot of goodies. Small businesses have to pay for that registration, and I believe it has to be done yearly. Unfortunately, I'm not shipping enough to those countries, so as of right now I don't feel like I need to be registering my business and paying for it, because that is an expense that won't be paying off. So now you might be wondering, why don't you just take those countries off to say that you're not shipping to them? In order for me to fix my shipping profile, I have to go click every single country that I want to ship to, except for those in the EU, and that is a lot of countries. So it's just easier for me to cancel those orders and explain to the customers why I can't ship it to them. And I apologize so much. I hate canceling orders and I feel bad when I have to do it. Believe me, we would love to, more than anything, be able to ship goodies to your country. It's just that is the rules and regulations, so it's better to be safe. If we don't follow the rules, there's a chance that we can get banned from sending goodies to your country. Yesterday I took a break from filming and I was working on my Christmas goodies. So I will show you the artwork that I was working on. It's really cute. I got the flat colors for it down. Also later this week I need to work on the new Patreon artwork, and next month's theme is going to be winter. So yeah, let's get started. This little guy is what I was working on yesterday. It's a gingerbread man dressed as a nutcracker, and he's a drummer. And it's super adorable. I had a little laugh when I thought about this idea. So now I need to render him. He'll be the second of 5 or 6 pieces of artwork for this mini Christmas collection. So far, these pieces of art are taking me longer to create than I thought. This took me 4 hours to figure out. That's how it is. We're gonna still try to get this done as fast as possible. Also, for these cute little mistletoe guys from last week's vlog, I ended up changing the cheeks because these guys were super red. So now their cheeks stand out more, and I'm a lot happier with that. So let's start working on this little guy. It is Wednesday, September 27th. Last night I finished working on the gingerbread nutcracker and it turned out super cute. I'll show you that in a little bit. Today's goal is to figure out the artwork for next month's Patreon rewards, and I'm kind of stuck on what to do, and this is a problem that happens quite often, and somehow in the end I'll always figure out a sketch. I thought I would take you along on those kind of weeks where I'm struggling to try to figure what to do when it comes to artwork. These are two notebooks that I use to plan my Patreon stuff and my Etsy goodies. For example, here is a page from September of last year and some quick sketches of the memo sheets that I was trying to create. I wrote a few things down and I started doing a little sketch, but I still have no idea what I'm going to do. So I pulled this out. This page right here has some sketches I did for my walk in the forest theme of goodies. So some of these were potential art prints. Down here you will see that I was planning to make this an art print. The bear became an acrylic keychain, and then Mashuka became an enamel pen. There's a lot of the stuff that I ended up not using. So I think out of all this, these two are the only ones I ended up using. And I was kind of looking at this sketch and maybe this sketch. That could be a potential winter forest theme, and I'm going to try to recreate it. I'm leaning more towards this sketch, so I'm going to try to sketch it out.
So exciting, finally. Your pictures are all out on the... I might get one other can. I had a blue sky originally, but I changed it last. There will be a lot of designs, and then whenever I get there, the manufacturer is a little bit close. The manufacturer.
I was staring at this sketch more, and I think I like this more than what I just did. It's kind of difficult because when you don't know which direction to go, like, you can get swayed easily in different directions. This will have, like, here are some bushes with snow on it, then the trees have snow on it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna still add the bees there. Maybe we'll have to see. And there's snowflake falling, so Bearcon and Mashukan are looking up at the snow. They have their hands up trying to catch it. Of course, they will have some kind of fun winter accessory. I'll suggest both of them and see what the patrons choose. It's a couple hours later. After I did the Patreon post, I had to leave for a dentist appointment. And after that, we decided to go get dinner. I ended up getting some Vietnamese pho, which is amazing. Here in Quebec City, it is hard to find good Asian food. The majority of the Asian food that I've had here has not been up to par versus having it in the States. Not only that, I grew up eating a bunch of these foods at restaurants, at home, and all this stuff, so I have very high expectations when it comes to Asian food. But that pho was legit. After I ate the pho, I felt a little sick though. Not because of the pho. I ate a lot for lunch and then I had the pho and I just had too much food today. But now I'm feeling a little better. I could show you the finished gingerbread nutcracker artwork, and then after that I'm going to start working on the Patreon calendar for next month. I love how he turned out. I had a lot easier time rendering this little guy compared to the mistletoe. I'm happy that he is done so I can move on to the next piece of the Christmas artwork. I've been asked several times what are my least favorite things to do when it comes to Patreon. And I have to say that having to do the Patreon calendar is probably up there. It's one of those things that you have to do in order to progress. I've seen a lot of artists either get rid of their Patreon calendar or they simplify it so it only has the text on it. It's not like I hate it. It's not so challenging like figuring out the Patreon artwork, but it's not that fun to do either. The thing I do like about having the calendar is that it lets the patrons know what's going to happen each week, and I also like that I could just doodle whatever on there. I don't even know if my patrons find the calendar useful. I usually provide a blank one that they can print and use for their own personal use, and then I have the one where I have the plans for each month for Patreon. I don't know, maybe eventually I will phase it out. That way I can focus more on the main things on Patreon that need to happen. It is Friday, September 29th, and today all I'm gonna do is work on the Patreon artwork for next month. I've gotten pretty far since yesterday, and I'm really proud of myself. The progression of the art piece is getting further and further, but I do not mind it one bit. Let me show you how far I've gotten with it. It's now 11:41 a.m. I have been drawing for about an hour and 20 minutes. We have a bear cone done, we have mushroom cone drawn, we have the trees in the background and the bushes in the background. We also have the snow at the bottom here. I'm struggling with what to put on mushroom cone. I'm planning to only put like one accessory on each of them. So bear cone has a hat, the little penguin has earmuffs, he has a scarf. And I was thinking about putting a sweater on Mushroom Cone, but he looks kind of funny with the sweater. I was trying a cape, and that looks funny as well. So I honestly don't know what I'm going to put on him. I'm going to go have lunch, and I'll figure it out later. It's a little past 3 o'clock and I finally have all the flat colors down, and I decided to make my shuriken wear a cloak. It has a little snowflake charm in the middle of it. Then we have snow falling all over them. The snow on these trees and on these bushes are a lighter blue color, so I can see the snow better when I render it. Of course, it's possibly not going to look that well, but we'll see how it goes. I wanted it to create like a little archway here so that our friends here are kind of framed into the center. I will just need to render it fully. Really happy with how this looks like so far. In total, I've worked almost 6 hours on this piece. I usually don't film these parts of me working on Patreon goodies for the next month because I feel like it's really repetitive and probably something that's not too interesting to watch. But I decided to go ahead and just show you guys. It is a process that I have to go through every month, and it's always the same. It's just different artwork, different themes. So I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing how I managed to create this art piece. Earlier in the vlog, I said I didn't have an idea about what I'm going to do, and now we're here with an art piece that already has all the flat colors. So after I edit this studio vlog, I just have to render it. So hopefully I will get it done before probably next Wednesday, knowing how slow I get art done. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.